What is going on, everybody? Brett here, my YouTube channel Good Talk Gaming, and I'm back playing some more Battle Brothers on the Beast and Exploration DLC. Picking up where we left off last time. It's day 302, and it's in the afternoon. And we're standing outside the stone pillars, ready, able, and willing to do the Kraken quest. However, terrible, bad, awful, bad, unfortunate news. I tried. I started recording. I got into the fight. You know, I talked a lot of strategy and different things, and I was ready, guys. I was so ready. We get into the fight. We start to lose. Not unexpected. I was saying, hey, let's just restart. We'll retreat from the fight. We'll restart. I'll reload the game. No big deal. We're experiencing the Kraken fight together, and then the game crashed. An error that I've never seen before popped up, and it crashed the game. So I looked into it in the forums and Reddit. It's common. It's super common. The Kraken fight crashes your game. Lots of different scenarios where it happens, it seems like. Mine happened when I tried to retreat. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, basically, I was trying to record it even after it crashed. I was like, hey, I'll at least show you guys what happens. You know, you'll get to see the error in the crash so you can know what to expect. And my recording stuff doesn't record when the game crashes completely. It like exited the game, the crash, forced an exit, and my recording stopped. So I was left with like a 20-minute video following a crash. So, you know, I don't think it's been fixed. I think I saw something where they said they had fixed this. It hasn't been fixed, guys. It's not fixed. It's still in the game. So I'm hesitant to do it again. It's a super long, very deadly fight that's honestly not that tactical. It's not hard. It's not tactical. It's just completely RNG luck-based, and it's really not that much fun. I want to be here hyping it up for you guys because it's the freaking Kraken. And it's a cool fight, and it's a cool event, but it's not fun. It's very similar to the old Alp fights before they reworked them, recognizing how unfun they were. So we're going to save it for another day. With the new DLC coming out, I'm thinking they may, look to rework certain things and patch certain things. But at this point, it's still not fixed. So we get an event here. Steezy sits around the campfire telling war stories. If he's lying, it's merely an embellishment, as the scars all about his body speak unsightly truths. With each tale, the men become more engrossed, emboldened, and ready to get back out there and forge their own stories. So wow, he put all of our dudes in good mood. That's awesome. That was a really good event. Steezy the trainer, happy to have you. Based off of one of my real life buddies, and a stupid thing we always used to say in the gym: if you ain't straining, you ain't training. So it made sense to name him with my retired soldier. So here, let's do something fun anyway. Man, I don't know if we can take this fight, though. I would hate to do one awful fight for another. This looks like more orcs than we can handle, honestly. Many orc young. Some berserkers. We can usually pick off berserkers before the fight even starts. But then the many young and the many warriors get in. And at the end of the day, there's still a warlord. I don't think we can take this fight. It's too dangerous. Greenskin Horde. That's kind of cool. They're a mix of goblins. We could take on the Stinking Cave. That sounds fun. Just a ton of berserkers. I'd rather do these type of fights because there's a chance for us to get some better loot. So you'll see I had my formation ready to go. I didn't know exactly what to expect from the Kraken fight because I didn't want to spoil myself. The few things I did learn about it made me think that we would want to keep all of our brothers very tightly packed. And I was right. And, the fight really goes south pretty quickly. I think the key to the Kraken fight is to really not want to be on swampy terrain. If you leave yourself in swampy terrain, you might as well reload. Because what's going to happen is your guys are not going to be able to hit what they need to hit in order to save themselves. And I'm not going to get more specific than that for those of you who don't want to spoil for the fight, because I will do it eventually. I can't do it while it's bugged. It wastes so much of my time. It wastes your time. Time I could be spending playing and discovering other things in the game. And it's kind of unusual to me. You know, I've played this game for so many hours now. I have so many playthroughs. And I've never experienced a crash like that. Never, ever in this game. If you'd have asked me, I would have told you one of my favorite things about this game is that it runs so well and I've never had a problem. So let's try and take out this berserker that wants to flank us. We'll hold off on closing the distance with him. Ooh, a beautiful split is being given to us. 2 injuries on that one, 1 on that one. We can kill him. Good. Yeah, missing some big shots. Beautiful. Wow, the double javelin kill. Our boy is not messing around. And a big hit from Lance there. Now it's safe to move in on this dude. He's got a cut artery. Step up here and still hit. Very nice. And with our high initiative, Sir Steinhardt will be able to finish the job. He stunned us with the chain. I forgot the chain could actually stun. If we step up here, we have a line of sight. And that worked out beautifully. That's going to free up some of my other brothers to take these shots. Stun wore off. You have to be careful about surrounding Orc Berserkers with the chains, because they do a pretty ridiculous swing. But yeah, if we can injure him, maybe even get him running, it's indomitable before we take a ridiculously hard hit. Okay, do we have initiative? Here goes the swing, and he misses. Awesome. Could very easily not have missed. Easy peasy. Sir Steinhardt will level. That's great for us. We get 3 of these chains and some furs. That's very nice. So I'm sad, guys. I really am. I wanted to show you guys the Kraken fight. I was willing to do it, no matter how tedious, you know, whatever the case may be. I was on it, and I was willing to lose horribly multiple times just to show y'all the fight, and it just didn't happen. Level up Sir Steinhardt, and we have a good bit of food. We don't have a lot of tools. Once again, we find tools being kind of awful for us. And what I'm looking for at the moment, wow, another Goblin city. A really big one. It has an Overseer and a Shaman. This could be the type of fight we'd like to take today. It's not quite the Goblin city, which is right here. I kind of couldn't see it in the fog. There it is. But this will count towards our number that we need to destroy in order to open up the gates for that stranger. This is a dangerous fight, though. You know what? I'm going to do what I would do if nobody was watching, and I'm going to save the game. This is a dangerous fight. Bad things could happen here. But I think we're good to fight goblins. I want shields, though, and I think we're going to take out Ivar for Burnfried. And I want to take out Sir Steinhardt as well. And maybe put in Scaredy. Sir Steinhardt is an excellent goblin killer, but he's not very good at surviving the goblins. Actually, that's not true. Because of Nimble and his high HP pool, the goblin's piercing does a very high, reduced damage to him. But he's super vulnerable to ranged attacks is his biggest issue. We really just don't want to get netted down. But the thing about goblins is I want all of my archers. I thought I had one more archer. I guess not. Okay. Well, who's this? This is Edgel. We have Raymond here in the center. Wolfgang and Ramen. Could have sworn I had... No, I guess I don't. I have 2 crossbowmen and... or 3 crossbowmen and 4 warbows. So, the warbows are going to give us superior range, hopefully. I think that's all we need. We really want a shielded front line. Burn free the solid and it looking sick with full plate. Heavy metal, man. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's hop in here and take out Bazak Knox, a defensible outpost erected by goblins. And this is definitely a good place to get some sweet loot. Hopefully we do. 22 goblins, really not an impressive amount. Terrain being flat also favors us. But lots of nets out on the flanks. It's going to prevent us from being able to run in with our lone wolves. Also, the wolf riders are going to tie us down very quick. They're looking to flank us. That's alright. They're pretty much easy prey for us. That one arrow did take off Hondo's bone plating. Oh, and they give us a nice split. I love it when the AI does that. So we're just going to be looking to whittle down their numbers because the shaman is going to be doing all of that. So we can look at what it does. Trapped in vines. Thick vines of unnatural growth hold this character in place and hamper their ability to defend themselves. So it gives them bad defense and bad initiative. So a lot of times I'll just ignore the vines as long as I'm not being like pressured. Let my melee guys free themselves, but continue shooting with my archers. Kill the dudes in front. Let's take the best shots we can. Wonder why Ramen missed so much. Seems a little unusual. Good shots. Okay, what do we got? 21. I think we're going to take that because it sets us up to get a nice split later on. Ooh, landing that would be beautiful, and we did land it. So let's get this split. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to do. So I think we're just going to move in here and help free. Get that train rolling. This is actually very similar to the Kraken fight, believe it or not. The Kraken fight is all about freeing yourselves from tentacles. Minor spoiler. And there's really nothing more to it than that. You're just spending all of your time trying to free yourself from tentacles the way you used to with the outfight, having to wake yourself up repeatedly. Or wake up your allies before they die. And you do that over and over and over and over again. Yeah. And it's an interesting, stressful fight, but it's, I mean... I wish there was a bit more to it than that. I wish I was a bigger YouTuber so I could like send an email to Overhyped Studios being like, man, are y'all working on that? Just to ask, you know, not to be a dick about it or anything, but like just to ask, you know, are y'all trying to fix that? Are they aware of it? I'm sure they must be. I don't know the company, you know, personally, of course, or anything like that. But my experience with them over the years, the way they reveal content, that sort of thing, they always seem like a pretty transparent company. And I feel like they probably try and fix things, actually try and fix things as soon as they see a problem. Wow, good miss. I'll take those misses all day long. Let's make sure we're unwrapping. This is very annoying, but since we have range superiority, we don't care. We really don't care. We'll sit here and break ourselves free, and when it's time for us to move forward, we'll be tired. But there'll be a heck of a lot of dead goblins. We've already killed 7 of them, and we haven't moved. This exact strategy is what got me through the Goblin City the first time I ever did it. And that was back before you needed to do a quest. But I was able to just, outfire them. Any goblins got close, I could kill them with my war bows. And having 4 of them is such a huge advantage. All I have to do is get lucky for the most part and hit any goblin. If I can just kill them, I'm fine. And their morale suffers so heavily without this overseer. And having him step forward is great, because we may actually be able to take some shots on him. Oh, there's another guy hiding. Ah. Wow, that was beautiful, because now he has no cover. And we should be able to get him. 52% is not great, but we just need to get lucky just a little bit. I'm going to start moving forward here with Hondo. 55, we just need to hit him once. Ah, I should have taken an aim shot. Because I highly doubt he's going to stay there and let us shoot at him one more time. He may, but he probably won't. He'll probably jump back. I want them to engage on Hondo, but I feel like they're not going to. And I like keeping Lance here, at least for the moment, just because he's helping to unwrap. Alright, they have their high initiative. They're going to get some shots off. We're going to continue to aim for the Overseer, even if we don't hit him. We'll probably just miss and hit someone else. And luckily, the Shaman is going kind of last, so they're not getting to shoot at us at a time where our defenses are low. Damn, if we could have killed him, we'd have had a much better shot on this guy. And he's boosting their morale, which is kind of just what he does. Wow. Raymond with the double, like, what's going on kill. Take that high ground from you. Thank you. And we'll break free. And he's running. We don't want to let him run. We want to get that kill, and we do. And we get the Spiked Impaler, which is at least a very valuable weapon, if nothing else. And I think it's about time we can step forward with some of our bros and begin the process of chasing them off the battlefield and locking them down. The person we really want to catch is this, and we'll drop a dog if we can, if we have to. Burnfried has got to be like the heaviest dude on the planet right now. Wow. Lance says no. And I'm giving them a chance to shoot us with just a couple archers on our archers. And if they think I'm vulnerable back here, they're welcome to try Ramen and his billhook and see how they do. I don't want that shaman to escape though. Yep. That was me being vulnerable. Damn. Fatigued. I am fatigued. If we move this way, we kind of like have to hit that guy. I don't really care. I don't care about them at all. The only thing I care about is getting to the shaman. Let's switch to our hammer. And I was about to say, if we kill these guys, we can get in amongst them. Oh, the dog gets the kill. Very nice. I could have sworn we had more dogs than this. The dogs are probably just going to jump in places we don't really want them to. And this turned out to be quite the easy fight. They just didn't have the numbers. In like the 30s or something like that, they're very dangerous. But in their current numbers, not so much. Ooh, they may kill Strider. Better not kill Strider, you jerks. Nice. Yeah, I just don't think we can catch him. I don't know if we need to kill him to get whatever good loot there is, and for the most part, all I've ever seen those things drop. Is like a wooden club. That's not really good for much. I've heard it said that they're good versus the Hexen because they're a decent club for waking your brothers up. And for fighting with. At least we got the Overseer. I'm happy about that. He's not going to be able to escape. Or be in Rush Hour 3. A joke I'm sure has been made 1,000 times. I think they're making a new Rush Hour, like a Rush Hour 4. I'm so happy to see that. I miss Jackie Chan. I miss Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Unfortunately, our dogs are just kind of like on the other side of the world. And now goes Strider. Oh, and he stays to like to cast a spell. That's great. I mean, it's not that great if we can't break free. Dog will probably go here, which sucks. But if we can get on this dude, we can, and he's right on the border. I don't know if he has, like Pathfinder, if he can just like, well, not Pathfinder, Footloose or Footwork. Footloose. not Footloose. Not the popular movie Footloose. The ability to like walk away from our zone of control. I don't think he has that. Are you serious, Edgel? I'm about to demote you for that. Unbelievable. No reason for us to lose multiple dogs in this fight. That's upsetting. We're going to lose another armored war dog, I have a feeling. Nope. Other war dogs come in to save the day. And they end up scaring the pants off of him. And he's going to try to hit us with a club. And he does. What the hell? He whacked us with the club. And I don't think anyone else can reach him. Not this turn, anyway. And exhaustion is such a big factor for our current squad. Our armor is heavy, and our fatigue is okay, but just not quite good enough. We're going to run them down. We've got to get this kill. Dogs are coming to help. We don't want the dogs to get the kill. Very happy to not have been stunned. And I'm guessing Hondo can probably one-shot this thing. find out. Wow, almost. And now it's time for Sir Verandox to do it, and he does. So great fight for us. We didn't take much damage, and we get another shield. Oh my god. Sir Wighart's board. A sturdy triangular shield well suited for close combat. This one is an exceptionally well crafted and balanced exemplar. I mean, I'll take it. I will take it. And this is the gnarly staff. It's a one-handed mace. And the impaler. We'll take the signet ring. The gold, obviously. The weapons are worth a decent amount. Yeah, these are what we want. We want the Cruel Falcons. They're worth way more than everything else. So let's check our inventory and see what we can toss. We can get rid of 6 of those. That's not going to feed us. That won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. Okay. That's enough of that. These actually aren't worth very much. Weirdly enough. What else isn't worth anything? This is probably pretty crappy when it's broken. This is also as well. Yeah, these spears aren't worth much in their current state. But I think otherwise, that's pretty much it. No, that's not what I meant to grab. Oh my god, I grabbed a shield. Okay. And we have one more space. I mean, these daggers are actually worth a decent amount more than this. Oh, and this bow is worth a decent amount too. Dang. In the end, we're talking about, you know, a few hundred crowns maybe, so it's worth it to do all this. I would love to have the nets too, but we don't really need them. The supplies would be great as well. I wish they didn't go in the same like inventory slot, but we have all these dang shimmering ashes, and we can't do the Kraken fight. Let me tell you how that sucks. Okay. Well, we wrecked a goblin city. See what else is around here. We may as well. We're near like the edge of the map, and we're exploring. Forbidden waters. But we're out of tools. So whatever we do, we basically only have one fight left in us. And even then, we don't really want to take a fight. Yeah, we'll do it just because it'll be easy. And we'll probably be able to get some big weapons. And there's a small chance we'll get some kind of cool, unique thing. I forgot to give someone that shield and to compare it. But we're fine. 9 berserkers, very similar to the last one. And they're going to have to run through the swamp water. We get to stand where we are and take shots. Wow, that's huge. Get a kill, start messing with their morale. We can tuck in a bit. Good kill. Might get my spear wall up there. Just stay on the high ground. Another great hit. Softening them up for the upcoming fight. And it seems like they won't quite make it into battle right away, so we get one more chance to shoot at them. And they can hide a little bit in the marsh. Focus fire is our friend. Yeah, we could step up, but I don't particularly want to. Let's make them come to us. Do we have any of them that are already hurt? I don't think so. We'll take an 88% chance shot. It reveals him. Spear wall once more. Alright. At least put an injury on him. That's good. You know what? We do step up here because we're going to get a good swing. And we've kind of kept them at bay. They're going to get a chance to do some serious damage to Hondo. But Hondo should be fine. Okay. That's the bone plating. So the bone plating stopped a big hit. These things, it looks like they're not as scary because they're just holding an axe. But that's very deceptive. They get a bonus because they're holding a one-handed weapon with two hands. So they're still pretty damn scary. We'll pass here and hope to be able to move forward a bit. Let's pass and see what else we can do. If this enemy dies, we may have a pretty clear road ahead of us. Step here, take a shot. Boom, another dead enemy. So now we know Burn Free doesn't need to go there. Only one left. Guys, I just can't apologize enough for the whole game crash thing. Of course I have nothing to do with it, but I want to be able to show you guys the fight, and it bothers me that I can't. It really does. Because I feel like I dangled it in front of some of you, you know. And I just can't show it, and it really bothers me. But it just simply crashes the game. We'll take the furs because they're worth something. We don't need the mushrooms, but we want to take all of these. They're worth a ton, especially these two. The others are a little bit damaged. Poison glands aren't worth very much, neither are the brains. And this poison's not worth very much, we'll take that. And that might just be fine. Oh, that's not worth a lot either. And then we can just take this. Call that good. And then we'll equip that shield to somebody. Somebody needs a good shield. And now we need to head back to civilization. So who do we give this to? I would love to compare it, but our inventory is so dang full. So it's 43 durability. We can compare that to, I mean, this is not a normal heater shield. So it's got way less durability. It's less durability than even a kite shield. And it's 2015. But it's light. So it's got worse durability, better melee defense, 10 worse range defense, but a little less fatigue. This actually isn't all that good. Sad to say, it's really just not. Compare it to a regular heater shield, and it's better. I mean, it's a strict upgrade to a standard heater shield. So that's fine. We'll give that to Willem the Pimp and make him a little bit more pimpish. Cool. Alright. But now we gotta get back to Suitfest, which is a long walk. And we have accomplished something. I mean, we took out that big Goblin city, which was important. I think we only have 1 or 2 left to open up Rural Gaziks, and then we can take on the Goblin city itself. And the way we just dispatched that, battle site, oh, not battle site, but that Goblin outpost there, should give you some indication of how well we could potentially do in the Goblin city. This is even worse than this fight. Wow. Yeah, no thanks. They have a plethora of orc young, so they have even more young than the other place. They're exactly the same otherwise. They just have way more young. It's a tough fight. We could take like a lot of brothers who are really good at just killing. If we had lots of like two-handed bros. Oh, we're coming back here. One in men's retreat. They have a hedge knight. That usually is like a guaranteed sign of come here and get some good stuff. Plus a leader. So we're gonna come back and take this fight. One in men's retreat. It'd be nice if someone wanted to pay us to do that. There may be a contract in one of these cities for it. But let's hope that they're forgiving on the prices in this place. And they are. The prices here are great. So let's sell. We're at 34,600. So let's call it 34,700. And as we sell, let's see what we end up with. And I'm going to be pretty... Oh, I didn't mean to sell the satellite helmet. We don't need it, though. We do not need it. But I did not mean to sell it. Let's see how much we end up with. We can be pretty ruthless with the selling. Because at the end of the day, we do not need really any of this stuff. So 43k at the moment. And I think we only needed 7 of these. We'll sell off a few. I can't remember if it's 7 or 9, so we'll hold on to some. Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like there was a lot more. There we go. So wow, that was a pretty big jump. And we're going to buy every tool we can get our hands on. All of this great price. We should just buy everything. Let's just buy all the great ammunition they have. And we need food. We can buy all of that. We almost, I think, can buy just everything. Get back up to 7 days. Yeah, that's great. And we should head into the armor to see what they have. Maybe have some good stuff for us. So, I mean, a coat of plates. We could certainly buy that. We can afford it, obviously. Even the coat of scales is not a bad upgrade for someone in the front line. Let's think about it for a moment. So, who would we even give that to? Oh boy, Chris lost his dog. Who would we give that to? Who has the fatigue to wear something like that? Varandox seems to, because he's wearing the super heavy decayed coat of plates, which is much worse. Scaredy really doesn't. Aerosol really doesn't. We could get it though. How many bone platings do we have left? We have 2. And the cloak, which we'll give to something eventually. You know, if I'd have thought about it, I probably would have given this the cloak. God, that would have been a huge piece of armor. 446. I can't even imagine. That would have been a monstrous piece of armor. So I think if we buy this, we just insta-put the bone plating on it. Yeah, and I think we do. It's a big enough upgrade. It's going to be great. Let's give it to Varandox. I think that's a fine person to have it. Yes. It's funny because it's 42 and 42, but this is only 275. Of course, it has the pelt on it, but this is naturally it's 260, I believe. So 260 compared to 320, and it has the same fatigue. So if we wanted to, we could give this to another brother. It's slightly better, but I honestly think we'll just sell it. See how much they'll pay us for it. 861. We'll sell it. Our other brothers just can't handle that kind of fatigue problems. Okay. Just kind of checking everything real quick. Got a gambler. Another dude named Giro. sellsword there. Let's check out this contract, see what it is, because everyone's probably just going to want us to kill greenskins. Destroy Black Wolf's lair northeast of Simptonburg. It's probably up here. That's fine. We'll knock this place out, head up, try and find this place. Which doesn't look like it'll be that difficult because it's not a very expensive contract and it's far away. So that tells me, you know what, it's probably not that tough. Man, if I'd have knew that the Greenskin Incursion was coming, it might have, I don't know if these guys count as a completely different faction, but if they don't, these fights might have counted towards our count towards opening up the Goblin City. So let's get into the Wanted Men's Retreat. Take on a Hedge Knight, a Brigand Leader. Pretty much a ton of fodder. And then like a Hedge Knight. Ooh, a lot of crossbows though. Doesn't really matter which stage of the game you're in, crossbows can still hurt you. And the Hedge Knight here has a hammer, a coat of scales, and I think that's a helmet that's got 260 defense on it. Better than what we're wearing. It's exactly what Sir Varandox here has on his face. Man, would love to kill him. We don't really need his stuff. I don't know if it's going to be worth it trying to surround a dude with a hammer, but we have nets. Right now, though, we need to focus on getting rid of these crossbows. The Raiding Lord. He's got a warhammer, and that's about it that we care about. Let's put some shots downtown, see what we can hit. He's got a kill. Can't reach anyone. Let's give him something to shoot at. And I'm very happy to move in Lance. Their only real threats to him are up here. The Raiding Lord is kind of close, but the Hedge Knight is really his only real competition on the battlefield right now. So we're not scared. The AI is going to think it's in its best interest to sit back and shoot at us, but that's not the case. We only got one kill on the first turn, which is pretty unusual for us. But they're playing smart. They're using their shield wall. Here you even see a spear wall. Fancy. So they'll get their shots. They honestly should not be able to hit anything. They're not very good archers. They're at their max distance, and they're shooting at guys with very good shields. So we block one of those crossbow shots with our bone plating, which is nice. Lots of dudes using shield wall though, which give us really poor shots. I'll take a 48. Nice little formation they have going here. And they're putting the Raiding Lord kind of at risk. I was going to say, it would be nice to get that kill because it's going to put a little chink in their shield wall. Alright. Lance is in your back line, touching your stuff. What you going to do? If I get up on this high ground, they're going to have a hard time. That other dude has a hammer. So, I mean, it's not like they're helpless or anything. And I'm pretty reluctant to move much further out with Hondo. We've got him on the high ground, which isn't relevant, of course, when no one's around him. But the worst thing that could happen is we move in here, boom. This guy stuns us with the mace. We get shot in the chest with a crossbow. A dude with a big axe comes and, like, smacks us. and then the dude with the pick comes, and then we're just stunned, and we can't do anything. Pretty likely scenario, actually. Wow, we get a one-shot. Pretty lucky. So slowly but surely, we're whittling them down. And if I'm convinced that Hondo can get up here without, you know, that exact chain of events transpiring, then I'm going to do it. But it's going to take a turn or two. Our build is set up to skirmish, so we're going to skirmish. Might not make for the most entertaining stuff to watch, but there is something satisfying about watching your arrow go straight in. And that was our bone plating on Hondo, stopping that shot for us. And if bone plating is going to stop something, we want it to stop something that's very armor piercing. Otherwise, Battle Forge kind of takes care of the rest. You see there, we get hit. No big deal. Wow, he puts Overwhelm on us and hits us. 28, 37, 33. And we hit him. Soon they won't have cover for their archers, and they're going to find themselves in an unhappy place. Let's get up here in Indomitable and just stay strong. And we're going to move in here now. That's what we didn't want. It may be time to move up. At least with like every other brother. That's unfortunate. So like Varandox, for instance. I think we need to move him up. We can get him in and amongst the things. 54, not bad. We're putting injuries on them if nothing else. Yeah, we just don't want to get stunned, and we got stunned. Yep. We done got baited, and the guy up here is like the one guy who can kill us. Let's give him another thing to hit. Unfortunately, we gave him something to hit that he doesn't have to not hit Hondo with. He can just do a big swing. But I think the play here is to start to move forward. Wow, and that triggered like a mass morale check. Crazy. We just need Hondo to really make it through this turn. His armor is huge, but that's a big hammer. He could potentially be stunned again. And now that he's got a three-man surround, he's got underdog actually. He should be fine. Being surrounded doesn't affect him. This is exactly what we didn't want to happen. And that's why we skirmish. Hammer comes down. You get double overwhelm. Perfect. Okay, thank goodness. Let's get some of these kills. Get these guys out of here. And it's hammer time. Alright, one good hit, not bad. And we can do a big swing here. And that's going to hurt him. And send this guy into the fight. But it's time to move up with our archers if we can. Especially with the ones that currently can't hit anything. Even just like 3 spaces closer is going to make a big difference. That was huge from Lance. Okay, thank goodness. But look how many range dudes they have. That's a lot. They're not doing much though. Good, good. He's hitting our shield. Oh, hell no. We're not about to lose another unique shield to one of these jerks. A guy just like this destroyed our first legendary shield that we got this playthrough. You're public enemy number 1 right now, man. Beautiful. And he's running, so he won't get the chance. Perfect. Oh my god. We gotta get him out of there. I just don't know if there's anything we can do. I just don't know. Oh my goodness. We're not really set up to escape with our lone wolves. I think that's pretty much the best outcome we could have hoped for. God, I'm getting nervous. We killed 2 of the guys who could potentially hurt him, and then the other one is routing. But the knight is going to try and stand and fight for sure. If we could rout him. He's going to get to go first, though. I could have tried a push back, but I think it would have just pushed him there. Damn. I took a shot here because I thought maybe... Oh, thank God. I was going to say because I thought maybe killing this guy might trigger a morale check. We're going to get a chance to kill him. Let's set up for next turn. For maximum damage next turn. Missing there was not good. Alright, let's take him out. Perfect. And where it says we're going to get his hammer. And I think the only guy left on the battlefield is this archer. So we should just be able to end round. Boy, I was scared, guys. I thought we were going to lose Hondo for a second. It's over. Whew. Was it worth it for a closed flat top with mail? Maybe. Hard to say. We're going to get enough tools, maybe to fix the damage done. Between the tools and the crowns, cloth roll's not worth much. Ammunition's whatever. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing. We didn't even get the warhammer off of the leader. But we need to change up our party before we head into what I think is going to be our last fight for today. Probably want to take both of these dudes. Well, Lance is fine. Hondo's the only one that got smashed. He almost lost his helmet. And our shield here took some damage. Who do we put in instead? We do need to work on Willem. Let's do something like this. Willem needs to be in these types of fights to level up. And our archers, Oz is fine out. Giro would be nice to level over maybe Edgel. Okay. And we can go ahead and give him the Falcon as well. And we're going to want to switch him because he is a Polearm Master. He's good on the outskirts of the battle. Oh wait, did I need to change his armor? No. I think we're good. We're good to go. What are you using, Willem? Yeah, Willem's good as well. And we're trying to look for a place that is northeast of Simptonburg. Oh wow, so with so many goblins taken care of, it is likely that word of their deaths and annihilations will reach back to the Greenskin City. If that goblin expert is as learned as he seems, the goblins will overreact and send their armies out, leaving the gates largely undefended. Perhaps it is time to return to the Goblin City and see if the stranger's summations ring true. So perfect. I didn't expect to get an event, honestly. I'm happy I did. So we're looking for Black Wolf's lair. Wow. Some big fighting going on here. It's a collapsed fortress. Northeast of Simptonburg. Oh, it showed us where it is on the map. Okay, let's go take care of this place. We should return probably and, you know, get that quest done. And then tomorrow's episode, we will take care of the Goblin City, or at least we'll try to. So, more goblins. Yeah, and if we needed one more place, we would have had it here, so it actually worked out pretty well. The goblins have fooled you. They left the camp and maneuvered back around, encircling you. Prepare the men carefully because this trap will not be easy to escape. Wow. So we're getting ambushed by a lot more goblins than we thought. That really sucks. But we've been in this exact scenario so many times now. Oh my god. I hate goblins, guys. And I hate fighting them in the forest more than anything else. The game's going to give them like ridiculously good lines of sight. And our guys are going to get messed up before we can get into any kind of position. Our archers are always on the outskirts. Never fails. And they're going to focus down. Who is that? Ramen? That sucks a lot. I mean, those are some decent first shots, but like... Ramen is currently poisoned. And Wilhelm is going to be the one defending us here. But this is a nice little 1-2, you know, punch here. They can stay and hold this position. Guro can switch it up. That'll work. And let's reveal the area and see what we're dealing with. So not many enemies on this side, actually. A lot up north, and the Overseer is hiding over there. So we should step in front here. We should definitely step in front here to give our buddy some arrow cover. Yeah, and just 3 archers. We can run at them with our boy. I think that's Scaredy. And Sir Steinhardt is in his element here. Just lone goblins. He'll just be able to hunt them down. We We just really need to protect Ramen. We don't want him to. We don't want to lose a brother in a fight like this. That would just be miserable. We've put brothers around him to block their shots. And we're advancing with some of our brothers to, you know, make it more difficult for them to do anything. Gotta love having a falcon, because now we know how they're distributed, so we can defend accordingly. Oh, this guy's gonna have a bad time. He's not gonna be able to retreat. And I'm actually pretty happy they used that on him, because he's probably gonna die here. Reload. Oh, and we missed so many shots. Should probably just use these dudes as two-handers. We don't want to move. Let's head down. I don't know if we need more than Scaredy to chase off these dudes here. That's what we were looking for. And if we could tie down the Goblin Overseer, that would be great. He tried to run and got murked by Steinhardt. Man, that was a chance to get a beautiful kill right at the end of our turn, and we just didn't get it. So the goblins are all pretty far back. I don't think we have to worry about getting sniped anymore. Unless we get sniped from the other side. Okay. Is a net coming down? No. There's still 19 of them. I was looking for a nice short, you know, easy fight, but they like doubled the size of the garrison and then ambushed us. So here we are, slogging it out. Now Wolfgang's in the tight spot. Oh my god. So we get 3 attacks with him. And it would be nice if we weren't missing all these shots. We really have to help out Wolfgang here. Or else he may go down. Perfect. I don't think we switch. Man, if we could move backwards, that would be great. But we're also bleeding. Let's see if we can get Varandox quickly in front. But routing these two off was great. It takes a lot of the pressure off of Wolfgang. Dang, we can't get close. But we like have to get Wolfgang out of there now. being in a net sucks. Makes us more vulnerable to their attacks. We'll pass here. Good hit. Giro should really have his crossbow out, loading. Alright, we'll keep that flank defended. We'll step back to make room. Let's try and free him. Yes, and we do. Perfect. See if we can't get the heck out of there. Oh, we're bleeding. Who has bandages? Nearby, I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't even... God dang it. Start making mistakes in these long fights after playing for a long time. But if we don't get a bandage on Wolfgang, I think he'll bleed out in 2 turns. And I'm honestly just not sure who's our nearest ally with a bandage. Oh, I'm not seeing one on anyone. Maybe Scaredy, maybe Hondo, or Lance rather. No clear lines of sight. Man, I hate this, guys. I can't stand these types of fights. So I think we pass with Lance. Lance is the one that has it. Please, guys, let me get a kill. Let's pull out with Aerosol. We need to move as far as we can with Wolfgang. He's gonna bleed. Okay, he barely bled. That's great. So we should be able to get in now. Next turn we can stop the bleeding. And we're going to back up Scaredy with Giro. Oh, man. We could stay in our little cocoon area, but they'll just keep shooting at us. So there are 5 of them in the bottom, and we just keep missing our shots one after the other. He uses footwork to get away from us. And a triple surround on Scaredy is not good. He's missed way too many attacks in a row, so now he's going to kind of suffer from that. Did not expect to land that shot, but it's good that we did. Still no line of sight. And we're going to make sure we use our bandages on Wolfgang to prevent the bleeding. See if we can get a kill. Nope. Not today. And there are a lot more dudes down there. Wow. That's what we needed. We needed to do that like multiple turns ago, though. We can attempt to tie him down, but we may not be able to. And I think this may be kind of the safest angle for us. We've got a lot of trees. If we can get in amongst all these trees, there shouldn't be anyone who can shoot at us. And the Overseer is being elusive as always. He's not going to let us just close into melee range on him. Huh, he shot his bounty in the back. And they're routing because of it. That's awesome. A little assist from the Gobos. Okay, Raymond's in a little bit of trouble now. And I didn't realize that this was an impassable piece of terrain, because it does not look like it. Can we take a shot from here? Not a good one. We have like no chance to hit this guy. Let's push him back and see if we can't get Aerosol in there. It's probably what we should have done sooner. Pull out our axe. Drop a dog to help us. And that'll give them another target to try and like fixate on. And then the odds of them hitting Raymond go down. We'll just pass completely there. And there we go. Now they are the ones that are surrounded. Perfect. And we managed to turn that fight around. Looked pretty bad there for a minute. And Ragnar is currently standing in our way. I think the Overseer is kind of hiding in this bush. We'll drop a dog. I think we'll drop multiple dogs. The dog can come down here and kill this ambusher. That would be wonderful. And I think, you know what, if we can, we'll send Willem down there to do that. That's a perfect job for him. And we can send Varadox up here to try and clean up those ambushers, or at least to chase them off. So it looks like that they want to rout, which is good for us. The dog ties him down, but I don't know if he can actually kill it. Yeah, he's going to take a pretty decent hit there. Footwork's probably going to save this Wolf Rider. Damn, come on, Ragnar. Pass. This one Goblin is like really messing us up. I think we'll try and send Lance up and around. 45. We'll take that chance. And because he's routing, he no longer is affecting our zone of control. So we can get our bow back out. And we'll block the dog from taking this kill. So there's only 9 of them left on the battlefield, 8 now. I feel like Steinhardt's going to be able to get this guy this turn. If we don't just nail him right now, we do. Awesome. So a bit of a long fight here to end today's episode, but whew, it's okay. An hour and 15 minutes. It's quite a long episode. But it was fun. We were killing goblins and berserkers and orcs. And we finally unlocked the Goblin City. So today's episode has been a success, but not in the way that I wanted. It's kind of the whole thing. We could have been dying all episode to the Kraken over and over again. That would have been great. It would not. It would not have been great. Someone's got to come down here and help this dog, or else we're probably just going to lose it. And this dude decides not to route, so we're going to have to pull out the old axe. And we miss. But yeah, I did not expect good old Arzel to miss. That dude is a machine. And unfortunately, this dog is currently taking the spot of Sir Chris. There's only 3 of them left. I think it's just those 2 that are tied down by the dogs, and we lose another dog. God, I hate losing dogs. Perfect. Let's not lose Spike. The other one wasn't armored. He wasn't as expensive. And there goes the Overseer. So anyone who's not near will just pass their turn. It's over. I can't take it anymore. Okay. So we got some silver bowls, that's cool. All of this is fine. Yeah, we're a bit full. We want those, they're worth something. We want these, they're worth something. Nothing like a little micromanagement. Knife's not worth anything. Those are worth a decent amount. We could take those. Anyway, I think that's good for today's episode. Let's just, while I can walk and talk, do my little outro while we go turn in our quest all the way back down to Sudfest. But in tomorrow's episode, we're going to head over to Rul Gazix. And I guess I should be on the lookout for orcs that want to fight. Shouldn't just take for granted the idea that they won't attack us, because they just might. We can check for tools and things here. Maybe they have good prices for buying. And they do. They have okay prices. We can at the very least sell off most of the stuff. We can hold on to the very expensive things. Crossbow. We'll hold on to the hammer, for instance. No reason to sell that right away. We need to put that on someone. That's a decent price. Let's just get rid of this stuff. I don't want to have to be worrying about this later. And we can buy, let's buy 2 sets of tools. Where we're going may not actually even have tools because we bought them out last time we were there. But let's head down. So y'all, let me know in the comments what you would like for me to do about the whole Kraken scenario. Because here's the thing. My only thought right now is that I could try to do a very short video where I show the fight and just kind of pray it doesn't crash. And then, you know, just call that good. So there's an archery contest, so there's some very good archers in town. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that event. Disown noble. Pay for some rumors. A trader from the north got lost in the steppe the other week. He made it back, but did not stop fantasizing about some lake he discovered surrounded by lush plants and strange animals. In the steppe. Interesting. Check out the armor, see if they have anything new for us. And they have some new stuff, but I don't think it's anything that we want. Yeah, I think we'll just call this good. Okay, we need to put this on someone. That's a 280 helm. Check there for any type of legendary type archery equipment. 255. 255. Who has the worst fatigue? Sir Chris. So we'll give him this. This has minus 22. This is minus 19, but it's a much better piece. And we can afford to now go in here and finally get rid of this decayed great helm. Let's buy that dog to replace the ones that we lost, and let's buy a ton of tools. We don't need all those arrows. Should not have bought those. And just a few provisions to get me ready for tomorrow, so we can make the trip without having to do too much stuff on the side. So I'm kind of curious, just really quick before we leave today. The guy said out on the steppes. I mean, this whole area could be considered the steppes. He said something about a lake. This is kind of the only lake that I see. I don't know if that's what that's alluding to. Let me know if you've ever seen that before, and if that actually goes to something. I'd be interested to know. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Very long episode. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I appreciate it. If you like this video, consider subscribing. I'm a new channel, and I appreciate every single subscriber that I get. And like the video if you did enjoy it. And be sure to leave some feedback in the comment section. All the different questions that I had today. If you can answer them, I'm happy to hear it. So, alright guys, that's it. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.